Hey everyone, it's Dr. William Park from Bless Smile and Smile on You Dentistry. Today we're going to talk about one of the most common questions that we get every single day in our practice. What is the difference between Invisalign and braces? I'm going to break down what I like to call the 4 C's, 4 things to think about before starting your Invisalign or braces treatment. They are cosmetic, convenience, cooperation or compliance, and comfort. We'll go through each of these one at a time. And now in the meantime, if you do like what we're doing, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're doing this all for you, sharing our information from a licensed dental professional. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm Dr. William, and today we're talking ortho. First, let's talk about the cosmetics, the appearance of braces versus the appearance of Invisalign. So with braces, you generally have 2 options. You have your traditional metal braces, or you will also have this other option which we like to call clear braces or tooth-colored braces. Some companies do also make a tooth-colored or clear wire, which makes it even less conspicuous. So again, these are your 2 major options for braces. Some people do like the metal option since they can choose the colors. They like to change colors for Halloween, Christmas, July 4th, and what have you. And then some other patients, they do like the clear braces. It's definitely a lot more aesthetic. It can be very inconspicuous. And with the clear braces, you also do have the option of using the colored bands if you do want to choose some of the colors that go onto your braces. With that being said, if cosmetics or the aesthetics of what's going on inside your mouth is really concerning to you, then aligners might be your best bet. So here's the standard model with the aligner on the teeth, and this is what the aligner looks like. We may also put some attachments on the teeth to help us move around the teeth as we need to. So here are some photos that we like to use for education for our patients. And here you can see some of the attachments that do go on your teeth. So with this option, it is very aesthetic, but you can see that it's never going to be 100% like you have nothing on your teeth. But if you are looking for the most inconspicuous, the most aesthetic option for your orthodontic treatment, then aligners might be your best option. Now as we go through the rest of the C's, you will see that there are some trade-offs in between the Invisalign versus the braces. But for the most part, if patients are coming in looking to get their teeth straightened or bite adjusted, and they're looking for the most aesthetic outcome, aligners is what I generally recommend. So we've talked about the cosmetic aspect of things, so we'll now go into the convenience. When we're considering Invisalign versus braces, I like to consider convenience in the aspect of how many times are you going to be coming to the dental office. So let's start with braces. Let's imagine the patient will be undergoing treatment for about 12 months. At our office, this means that there will be about 9 to 10 appointments to complete the course of the treatment. It will be a longer appointment at first to get everything on, a few shorter appointments in between those, and then the last appointment will be slightly longer just to take everything off. But on and off, it will be about 9 to 10 appointments from start to finish. Now with Invisalign, it's going to be a little bit different, and this is why many people do prefer Invisalign. As opposed to the 9 to 10 appointments over the course of the year with traditional braces, it would only be about 5 to 6 appointments total, every 10 to 12 weeks or so. Again, it would be a little bit longer for your first appointment and for your last appointment, but it would only be about 3 to 4 appointments in between those. This is because with traditional braces, there is a lot of treatment planning, troubleshooting, and things like that that go on in the course of the treatment. However, with Invisalign, the whole treatment plan is performed before the actual treatment is started. So there's a lot less modification that occurs stage to stage, and this allows us to cut down on the treatment time necessary. So as I said, a lot of patients do prefer the convenience aspect of the aligners. So now let's talk about the compliance or cooperation aspect of Invisalign versus braces. And I think this is really the biggest difference when it comes to comparing the two. With Invisalign or any other aligner therapy, at its core, if the patient does not wear the aligners, nothing happens. Seems pretty simple, but if the aligners are out more than they are in, then you really will not get the progress that you want, so you will not get the results that you are expecting. Braces, on the other hand, the responsibility of getting the treatment start to finish really lies with the doctor. The patient is responsible from a cooperation point of view, meaning I generally recommend my patients to brush their teeth, take care of everything, be careful when you're eating sticky or hard foods, don't break anything. If we've given any kind of recommendations for using rubber bands, make sure you're following those instructions, and make sure to keep all your regular appointments. So if you as a patient are following some of these basic things, the responsibility of getting the treatment from start to finish really lies with me, your dentist. Whereas with aligners, the responsibility of the dentist is for diagnosis and development of the treatment plan, but the patient is really responsible for getting the treatment from start to finish, because they are the ones that are actually wearing the aligners, allowing the teeth to move in their proper directions. So how does that play out? Well, it really comes down to the patient's expectations for the treatment and what they think that they can accomplish. So it really does span the spectrum. We have some teenagers who are great about brushing their teeth, about keeping everything clean. They keep their room nice and clean at home. They don't lose anything. And these are often great aligner patients because they will never forget to wear them and they will never lose them. And then we have some other patients who don't want to be responsible for the most important part of the treatment and would rather be responsible for some of the more basic tasks like keeping the teeth clean and just being careful with their braces. Some of those more simple things, and they want us to be responsible for getting the treatment from start to finish. So if patients really desire a high level of compliance that they need to follow, then aligners are usually a great option for some of the reasons that we've mentioned, like cosmetics, convenience, and comfort. But if they want us to do most of the work and don't want to be responsible so much for that part, then traditional braces can be a great option. So the next thing we'll talk about is comfort, another area where I think the balance is tipped a little bit more in favor of the aligners. So with braces, you can see that there's a lot going on the teeth. We have some brackets, we have the wire, we've sometimes got rubber bands, we've got these little hooks here, and all these things can rub, can irritate, can pop off, can poke you, and can cause some discomfort for you, the patient. And this is in comparison to an aligner where there is a lot less stuff going on, and so there's a less chance of getting discomfort. So anecdotally in our practice, we do have a lot more patients that do come in for a comfort visit for braces as opposed to Invisalign, because just by simple math, there's a lot more going on with the braces, so there's a lot more that can go wrong and can cause discomfort for you. So if comfort is one of your major concerns, aligners may be a better option. So let's just recap. We've talked about the 4 C's to consider when looking into Invisalign versus braces. They are cosmetic, convenience, comfort, cooperation, and compliance. And we also broke down all the things to think about and all the things to consider when you're making the decision for braces versus Invisalign. Again, I always encourage my patients to ask a lot of questions when they go to the doctor's office. I think this is really to your benefit and also to the office's benefit that you have as much information and understanding about the treatment before you actually get it started. If you have any questions for us, that's what we're here for. Make sure to leave it down in the comments, and we hope you subscribe to our channel. If you're in the Orange County area, we would love to have you come in for a consultation or to discuss any of your dental concerns. I hope that was helpful. You can find us at smileonyouDentistry.com. Thank you so much for watching.